working together to improve school attendance 2026 strengths, challenges, and what schools need to do next. Hello everyone, Colin here from Attendance Magazine. Today I'd like to share my reflections on the Department for Education's updated guidance, Working Together to Improve School Attendance 2026 published today. There's much to welcome in this document. It provides greater clarity, reinforces national expectations, and continues to position attendance as everyone's responsibility, rather than the sole responsibility of an attendance officer or pastoral team. The guidance strengthens the expectation that schools, trusts, local authorities, families, and wider services work together to remove barriers to attendance and ensure every child can access their education. What are the strengths? Firstly, the guidance rightly places a strong emphasis on prevention rather than reaction. For too long, attendance systems have often focused on what happens after a child becomes persistently absent. The guidance encourages schools to identify concerns early, intervene quickly, and build supportive relationships with families before attendance deteriorates significantly. Secondly, it promotes a culture of belonging. The most successful schools understand that attendance is not simply about getting children through the gate. Attendance improves when pupils feel safe, valued, connected, and successful. The guidance increasingly recognizes the importance of understanding the reasons behind absence rather than simply recording it. Thirdly, the document strengthens accountability. There are clearer expectations around the responsibilities of schools, trust governing bodies, and local authorities. Attendance can no longer be viewed as a bolt-on responsibility. It is a strategic priority that should be embedded within leadership, safeguarding, inclusion, and school improvement. Fourthly, there is a welcome focus on data and intelligence. The guidance encourages schools to use attendance information proactively, identifying patterns, vulnerable groups, and emerging risks before they become entrenched. Effective schools are increasingly using attendance data as an early warning system rather than simply a reporting mechanism. Finally, the emphasis on multi-agency working is absolutely correct. Many attendance barriers sit beyond the school gates. Poverty, mental health, family breakdown, housing instability, unmet SEN needs, and health concerns all impact attendance. Schools cannot solve these issues alone, and the guidance recognizes this reality. But what are the weaknesses? Whilst the guidance is strong in principle, implementation remains challenging. Secondly, the guidance assumes external services are available. Many schools continue to experience long waiting lists for mental health support, SEND assessments, and family services. When those services are unavailable, schools are often left holding risk without the specialist support required. The guidance cannot solve wider system pressures. Thirdly, there remains a risk of over-reliance on attendance percentages. Attendance is important, but percentages alone do not tell the full story. Schools must avoid becoming so focused on data that they lose sight of the child behind the statistic. A student attending at 85% may actually represent a significant success story if previous attendance was 40%. Context matters. The key question, perhaps the most important question for every school, is this: are we building systems that drive attendance, or are we building cultures that inspire attendance? And a secondary question: why is attendance not viewed through the lens of a public health crisis? The strongest attendance outcomes are rarely achieved through sanctions alone. They are achieved through strong relationships, excellent teaching, meaningful inclusion, effective support, and a genuine sense of belonging. If I were advising schools for the new academic year, I would focus on 3 priorities. Priority 1, know your children. Develop attendance risk registers, identify vulnerable cohorts early, and ensure every absence tells a story that someone understands. Priority 2, strengthen belonging. Attendance is often a lagging indicator of disengagement. Invest in relationships, transitions, tutor systems, and pupil voice. Priority 3, build attendance leadership. Attendance improvement cannot sit with one person. Tutors, teachers, pastoral teams, SEND staff, senior leaders, and governors all have a role to play. Final thoughts: the 2026 guidance is not really about attendance, it is about opportunity. Every day a child attends school is another day of learning, friendship, support, safeguarding, and future possibility. The guidance provides an adequate framework. The challenge now is not whether schools understand the expectations, the challenge is whether we can create the culture, capacity, and collaboration needed to turn those expectations into reality, because attendance is not simply about being present. It is about ensuring every child feels that they belong.